The Nintendo eShop is running a plethora of great deals right now as a part of their spring sale, and I want to highlight 5 really great deals on a variety of different Japanese RPGs. Good deals on all of them, so without further ado, I want to get through this quickly, so let's get right into it. And starting things off, I want to give mention to one of my favorite JRPGs of the last 15 to 20 years, and that is Tales of Vesperia. The definitive edition is 60% off for $20. Now, Tales of is a franchise that has been incredibly consistent for a long time. Now, they're generally very similar in style and presentation, although the new game, Tales of Arise, is really turning the franchise on its head. Nonetheless, what sets these games apart from one another is really the storytelling and the characters, and Tales of Vesperia, while I won't say it has the most engrossing storyline ever, it's a good storyline. Tales of Vesperia has an awesome cast of characters that they are all different and they are all incredibly engaging, and really rounding out that cast is the main character in Yuri, and I just find Yuri to be one of the best JRPG leads. A lot of the times in Japanese RPGs, they follow a very similar archetype in the zero to hero type archetype of character, or you've got the emo boy, whatever the case may be, but Yuri offers something very different, and he's this lackadaisical, very chill main character that is just a very engaging character as well, and offering something different, and it extends beyond Yuri. The rest of the cast is really good as well, and then if you want to assess it from fundamental gameplay standpoint of what Tales of should be, it does that really well as well. It's got a significant amount of content with an overworld, so there's a lot of side content and things of that nature, and just really enjoyed it. It's a lengthy game as well. $20 for it is an excellent buy, so definitely give that a look. Next up, we have Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition. So this actually has 2 games. You get Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth as well as Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. So even if you look at that $30 price point as a little bit high, do keep in mind you are getting 2 games here that were initially released for the PlayStation 4. Now, to Nintendo Switch owners, Pokemon is always going to be the standout monster collecting game, but I was a big fan of Digimon growing up, and I enjoyed Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth quite a bit. You've got engaging storylines here, and a lot of content to delve into, a lot of Digimon to collect. Of course, if you've been a Digimon fan for a long time, even better, because the game, fundamentally, it's a fine turn-based RPG. However, it really gets accentuated if you have some nostalgia and if you have some affinity towards Digimon as an IP, and then you're really gonna enjoy it. You've got over 300 Digimon to collect and Digivolve, and you can build an all-star Digimon team to take on opponents in classic turn-based battles. The gameplay, again, very traditional in that sense. The story is pretty good as well, I will say. The Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth games have had pretty good storylines, and all things considered, 2 games for $30 is a pretty good buy. Next up, we have God Eater 3, which is 50% off for $30. Obviously, God Eater is often compared to a little franchise known as Monster Hunter, but God Eater definitely does offer its own unique spin on things, and obviously it has a much more anime look going on for it. If you're a fan of the monster hunting games, you're gonna enjoy God Eater. There are some stark differences as well. I would say God Eater does have more of an emphasis on the story, but overall, I would say God Eater 3 was a good game. It wasn't excellent in every regard. There were some shortcomings to the title, and I wouldn't say that if spending a full $59.99 on the game would have been a good idea, but at $30, a much more compelling pickup, and you can jump into the fray of lightning-fast battles as you wield your God Arc. God Arcs are weapons you can transform to slash, shoot, and devour any origami that stand in your way, so there's quite of the variety in gameplay as well, and at $30, if you've been eyeing this game up for a little while, if you enjoy the monster hunting, grinding style of gameplay, and you like the anime look, definitely one to check out. Next up, we have Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. That is 40% off, and it is down to $30. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, I think, is a fantastic game. I enjoyed this even more so than Ni no Kuni 2, and Ni no Kuni 2 isn't even available on the Nintendo Switch. Nonetheless, Ni no Kuni has a fantastic art style and a great gameplay style as well, and great storytelling. Now, if you're the kind of person that you're not a big fan of Japanese RPGs, I would actually say that Ni no Kuni is a great gateway JRPG. It has a very charming storyline, very charming characters as well, and overall you get some great gameplay to round out the experience. I just think it's a very good buy, and if you're interested, $30 for it I would say is pretty good. Lastly, I do want to give a shout to Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen on Nintendo Switch. That is seeing a significant discount as well. Now, this is done by the guys over at Capcom, and it's not really similar to all of the other JRPGs that I have recommended in this list. However, it's at the same time a very good game. It's incredibly challenging as well, so if you want a game with a little bit of depth and challenge and rewarding gameplay as well, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is definitely going to be up your alley. This has a lot of content as well, and it's sees a lot of similarities to the Souls games. However, it is more open world. It does offer a lot of differences as well, but that challenging element of the game is definitely there in spades. And again, while it is challenging, it's incredibly rewarding in the same sense. Runs pretty well on the Switch, and given that this was a game that technically on the PS3 and 360 had quite a bit of issues, the fact it does run pretty well on the Switch does say a lot, and good on Capcom for getting this game on the Switch pretty well. It's 50% off for $14.99, and given that you're going to get quite a bit of gameplay for your dollar, I would say that this is a really good buy right now. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, a lot of great deals available on the eShop right now, but I know a lot of our audience is fans of JRPGs, and a lot of these games you're going to really enjoy. So check them all out and sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. That's going to conclude this one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.